Well, the key with children's ministry is to partner with the parents, because what we have to realize is that our parents are the primary disciplers of the children, because we only get them for 1 2 maybe 3 hours a week, and then they go home with the parents and they have school and television and social media and screens and their parents and all those different things. And so we find ourselves having to compete with them. And so in order to combat this, I've come up with several different strategies of how to partner with the parents and actually do that. And so in my new book, Next Level Kidmin, I actually have an entire chapter called Partnering with Parents, and gives you the tools and resources you need in order to partner with those parents. So in this video, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to read an excerpt from my book. It's at the very beginning of chapter 16 of Partnering with Parents. And if you would like to get a copy of this book, I'd love for you to do that. It's launch week this week, and we're just trying to get this as many hands of children's ministry leaders as possible. You can get it on my website at davidrenault.org or at Amazon. So let's dive in and read this about partnering with parents. So, partnering with parents, they will always have more influence than you. When I first got into Kidmin, parents were almost an afterthought. I grew up in the 90s, and the concept of partnering with parents was not really modeled. I also served in ministry for 7 years before I had my first child. I just didn't get it. Trying to partner with parents was difficult for me because I didn't have a frame of reference. My entire focus was on the kids and what they needed to learn about Jesus. I looped my parents in, of course. I told them what I was doing, but I did it informally and without any kind of strategy. The partnership was based on the communication strategies laid out in chapter 4, and I thought that was enough. Thankfully, I discovered Orange and their strategies for parent involvement within my first 3 years of ministry. It greatly shaped my philosophy and approach. Essentially, their view is the church is the light of the world. We are to bring the good news of Jesus Christ to everyone and anyone. They describe the church as the color yellow and the family unit as the color red. The family is the core unit of our lives are built upon. It's our first and main source of love and acceptance for who we are. When you combine yellow and red in a student's life, you create, you guessed it, orange, which represents an authentic faith that will last a lifetime. Yellow and red make orange. Nothing underscored the importance of parent engagement and partnership like the pandemic. If you were leading during the shutdown, you know how difficult leading, ministering, just living was. Every day was a new crisis. We all struggled to figure out how to do church in a whole new world of face masks, temperature checks, and hand sanitizers. For most Kidmin leaders, our ministry models were found to be woefully lacking. Thankfully, I was ministering in Florida at the time, and our shutdown was only for a few months. I can't imagine what it was like to be in other places that shut down for more than a year. The hardest part of leading Kidmin during the shutdown was that we physically couldn't see the kids. Our ministry models were built around the kids coming to see us. We teach them for 60 to 75 minutes. Then we send them home with some activities for parents to hopefully, fingers crossed, talk about at home. Now, because of COVID, the entire family wasn't coming to church. We had to go to them, not physically, but digitally. Social media exploded with content from church leaders of all shapes and sizes. I initially tried creating something for the kids to engage with online every day. However, after a month, we realized that that wasn't sustainable. We needed one vital piece to make sure the kids engaged with the content: the parents. For the first time in our careers, we had to rely on parents to physically press the play button to turn us on. If we did a live stream, they had to figure out how to find us on a device where their kids could engage. If we did a Zoom call, we had to count on parents to remember the date and time, download the app or program, and then coordinate the kids' participation. If we wanted to do a drive-by honk and wave, we had to make sure the parents were home and okay with us stopping by. The parents were the gatekeepers of every single action and communication. But that's the thing. Parents have always been the gatekeepers, even when it wasn't so obvious. They are the ones who bring their kids to church. Even if they came with their friends or grandparents, parents still had to say yes. When you send things home with kids, it is the parents who decide if they're going to use your content or let it line the floorboard of their car. When we went on trips, it was the parents who signed the waivers, paid the money, packed the clothes, and entrusted their most valuable possession to us. So if parents are the ultimate gatekeepers, we have two options: fight them. We're followers of Jesus, so this really should be an option. or join them? The answer is clear. We need to give parents the tools and resources they need to better disciple their children. We may only get 3 hours a week with a child, but once you factor in school and sleep, parents get more than 70. Your parents are the primary disciplers of their kids. You're there to help guide the conversation. So, how do we do that? Every parent will have a different commitment level to the discipleship process. Some won't engage with what you provide at all. Others will take all the help you can offer. What I like to provide is a spectrum of resources that serves all levels, then trust God to take care of the rest. I can't control everything, and nor can you. And then the rest of the chapter gives you actual practical steps that you could start doing today to partner with your parents on every single Sunday morning. So I hope you enjoyed this chapter. I hope you enjoyed the book, Next Level Kidmin. If you've been in children's ministry for a year or so and you're just trying to get to the next level, this book is for you. So go ahead, hop online, go and find this on Amazon or get it at my website, davidrenault.org. It's sold in a ton of different places. I really hope that you enjoy this book and it helps you reach more people for Jesus.